kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to turning it on. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Scanning the field, it's Mahomes. Snagged in the middle, it's Cup. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. 2nd down coming up. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Soft spot in the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Fires to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
That is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Mahomes. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Touchdown.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left.
There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw again. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Offense with jumbo personnel. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Breaks into the open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The inside handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's got it on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He'll pull it down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Here on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Shoots his way for more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Greg in the backfield. It's Mathis. He's in for the score. Touchdown. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the air, it's Mahomes. Caught over the middle, it's Ross. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Nice move there. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun. Give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. All by himself down the middle. Running inside the 20. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Runs for the tackle.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
To the air on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Cup. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw, it's Mahomes. Comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cup. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the grab over the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there working his...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapted. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Dropping back, it's Mahomes. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Makes the catch. It's more. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It'll be a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's good from 58 yards out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. What a run! Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Power football with the run. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So that drive covered 40 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
That's caught. It's Cobb. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker in the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to pass. It's Mahomes. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man quickly.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Hand off from the shotgun. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And now this offense will take the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Mahomes. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Enormous play